Hello, everyone. Welcome again to the Hallett Leadership Monthly, where we talk about all things around high-performance leadership. Now, I want to talk to you today about feedback. Many of you know I believe it is the most effective, least expensive management tool we have at our fingertips. But yet, so many of us avoid it. Many leaders out there avoid engaging in the process of feedback with their own team that they're trying to develop. They speak to a fear of hurting other people's feelings or rocking the boat. But all that comes from a lack of trust that we're working in a supportive environment. And the ironic thing is, if we have open, direct, and honest communication, we will build that supportive environment. So it's a loop. That's what's going to keep that culture thriving, where we can bring topics to the table and speak openly about them. I am not suggesting that exchanging feedback and moving forward together through that honest communication is always an easy thing to do. There are several pitfalls on this path that even the most committed students of leadership can fall into. So let's talk about a few of them. First of all, there's one around giving feedback. We talk about be open, direct, and honest, but what does that really look like? Does it just mean spewing out onto other people your unedited thoughts and emotional expressions? I don't think so. If we want our honesty, directness, and openness to have an impact, how we express ourselves is just as important as what we have to say. The key to effective feedback is coming from a place of good intention, of looking for what we're doing well and what we can be doing better, and truly supporting and building up the team. So if we communicate with tact, elegance, and an emphasis on constructive feedback, then our words and our suggestions will go a long way. Now, that's on the giving feedback side. There is a pitfall also on the receiving side. Don't take things personally. Now, I know that's easier said than done, but if I do initially take something personally when I get feedback, I make sure to move past that before evaluating the merits of the feedback. If the feedback hits a nerve with me, there's probably something going on there that I can learn something from. So I don't want to just discount it because I feel maybe I was attacked. When I receive feedback, I'm careful not to judge it. I don't look to agree with it or disagree with it at first. I look to see what I can learn. And after I really assess it, if I don't think it applies to me still, I will still take a look and see, what is it about me? What is it that I am projecting out into the world that people are perceiving me in that way where I get that feedback? I'll give you an example. I'm shy. I've talked about this before. And sometimes if I walk into a room and there's a lot of people, I will remain on the periphery for a little bit. I don't just jump right into the middle of the group. Why? Because I'm shy. Others might think it's because I'm aloof. And so they have made a decision based on a lack of communication for me as to why I'm on the periphery. So I realize that if I'm just being in the distance like that, being on the periphery, I might be creating an impression that's not accurate about me. Knowing that allows me to make changes in how I interact so that I make sure that people don't experience me as aloof. So again, the feedback may not have been accurate, but there was something for me to learn there. The third pitfall I want to talk about today is the rumor mill. Now, the rumor mill is a power play for those that engage in it. Somebody can throw out feedback, start a rumor, don't have to take responsibility for their communication. It might nag at somebody when they hear about it, and they can't really find out more information. So it's not really constructive. That's why I call it a power play. So the rumor mill can spread through an organization like a cancer. But direct, honest, and open feedback is a great way to squash it. So if I'm hearing feedback of some sort through the rumor mill, I will typically reach out to others that might have a sense of where it's coming from and try to get more information, not because I want retribution, not because I'm trying to find out who started it, but I want to get the communication out into the open, get the discussion out into the open where it belongs. That open communication is essential to developing a trusting environment. So be sure not to just dump your feedback on others just because you're delivering it. It doesn't mean it's true. Don't take feedback personally. There may be a valuable lesson there for you to learn. And get the feedback out into the open and squash the rumor mill. That's it for this month. I look forward to sharing more with you in October. Take care, and we will see you then.